So now we're going to prepare something to use to send emails. So we're going to go, this is our email that we're going to use. I've told you to create one. This is what I've called it. I'm going to copy it and have it with me. Okay, so we'll open a new tab and then search for Google Cloud Console. Okay, and then we're going to go to the first option, and we're going to create a Google application to use the authentication system, so we can have this email and use it to send, using the Google API, the OAuth system. Okay, so simply we're going to create a new project. So the way we're going to do this is click right here, and then click on this right here, new project. Click on it, and then you can name your project whatever you want. I'm going to call it app. Okay, and then we're going to click create. This is going to be at least 4, so let's call it authentication. Okay, or for example mailing. Okay, it doesn't matter. And then create. Okay, it's creating right here. Okay, and then we're going to create select project. And now we have our project. So simply what we're going to do is click on the menu, and then we're going to go to APIs and services, and then the fourth option, OAuth consent screen. So we create an application right here. Okay, this is not important, so just click create. And right here you're going to name your application. I prefer to use the same name of the project, so we don't create any conflict. And then for the support email, you choose your email, and then right here in the end, developer contact information, use your same email, and then save and continue. And for the scopes, doesn't matter, save and continue, and then the test user, click on add users and add your email that we're going to send emails from. Okay, and click add. Okay, and now it's been added. Then save and continue. This is just a summary, as you see right here, everything on the informations that we added. Okay, and then the test user right here, it's added. So you can click back to dashboard, or you can simply now go to credentials. And if you want to dashboard, you can go also for the menu, and then APIs and services, and then the third option, credentials. And now we're gonna create and get our credentials. Okay, so right here we're gonna go and click on create credentials, and then OAuth client ID, and then we're gonna define the application type, which is gonna be a web application, and then the name of it, I prefer always to use the same name. Okay, and then on authorized JavaScript origins, we're gonna have the URL of our front end, which is gonna be http then / localhost 3000. Okay, it's been added right now. And in the authorized redirect URLs, we're going to use this one, the developers.google.com/auth ByteTrum, and then we're going to copy it and pour it right here. I'm going to tell you why, and then we're going to create. And after this, we get our informations right here. So we're going to get the client ID and the client secrets. Okay, do not copy them, because I'm going to just delete this after finishing the tutorials. Okay, so we're going to go back to our application. Now we're going to go to the .env file, and we're going to have some informations listed right here. So first of all, it's going to be the base URL, which is the URL of our front end. I'm going to have it right here. So http /localhost 3000. Okay, and now we're going to have also our email, which is going to be the email. So let me copy it. So I'm going to go back to Gmail, I'm going to copy it. Okay, and then I'm going to paste it right here. Also, we're going to need the mailing ID. Okay, also we're going to have a mailing secret for now. So mailing. Okay, I think this is true. So we're going to go back to the browser, we're going to go back here, and then we're going to take the first one, and we're going to copy it right here, and then we're going to paste this for the ID, and then we're going to go back, and the same one's going to be for the secrets. Okay, and this is going to be the secret. Now we're going to go back to this URL that I've shown you before. I'm going to include everything with the course. So we're going to go right here, and then we're going to go, let's refresh it. Okay, and then go to the settings on the right, and then we're gonna go to the last option, use your own OAuth credentials. I'm gonna click that, and we're gonna copy informations and paste them right here. So we're gonna go back right here. I'm gonna take the ID, paste it right here, and then the same way is gonna do it right here, because when using this system, it's gonna give us a refresh code, but it's gonna change every time. So we're using this to specify our application so it doesn't refresh. Okay, this is why I've done it. So we're gonna click close, and after this, go back right here, and we're gonna use the mailing server. So HTTPS, and then /, I'm gonna go mail.google.com, okay, and then authorize API. So we're going to use the mailing API of Google, and we're going to use it with our own application. Okay, so you can, because you have the ability to use it without your application, but we're going to use it to connect it to application so we can use it all the time so it doesn't refresh. Okay, so we're going to go authorize APIs, and as you see, we get in our application. Okay, we got this okay, so we got this problem. So we're gonna go back. Let's go back right here to our application. So this is our application. Let's open it. Let's see if we added. So we added it right here. Okay, let's remove this. Everything is alright right here. So let me check again. We have this right here. So let's do it again. So this is HTTPS mail.google.com. So authorize APIs right now. And we get the same. We can send this out because it doesn't comply with Go policy. Alright, so let's see what's the problem. So let's create save again, because maybe I didn't save it. So let's try again. Authorize APIs. And as you see now it works. Because I added like a / in the end, and we're gonna remove this. Okay, so now we're gonna go and choose our email, and then we're gonna click on continue, and then continue, and now we've authorized it. So now we're gonna take this authorization code and exchange it for a refresh token and an access token. So we're gonna click here, and then we're gonna get the refresh token and also the access token. So if we go back right here, it says that's gonna refresh after 24 hours, but it's not, because we linked it. We use this, the link, this link right here. We added it in the mailing. Okay, this one. So we added it right here. So we're gonna link it on our application and also use the client's ID and the client secret with the playground application right here. Okay, so we're gonna take the refresh token. We're gonna copy it. Go back to our application. Let's call this mailing refresh. Okay, and we're gonna paste this right here, and we're gonna have mailing access. Okay, and then we're gonna take them right here. We're gonna copy them and then go back and then paste it right here. And this is all the informations we're gonna need to start sending emails. We're gonna use some of the packages. So we're gonna use Node Mailer, we're gonna use Google APIs, but we needed this information. We needed to have the email, the mailing ID, the mailing secrets, and refresh and access. So we're gonna use them to send emails successfully. So this was the first part. So, and then we're gonna start coding the next.